Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Wisconsin. It is good to be home. I tell you, I love Wisconsin. I see my family over here. That's this half of the stadium. I got a lot of family. I tell you what. We love you, Paul. I love you too, man. I'm fifth generation from this state. My families came here back in the 1800s, made a go of it. It's where we've all raised our families ever since. This is such a phenomenal place to live, to work, to raise your family. I think back about, the summers up at our grandparents at Lake Winnebago, up in Vilas County. I think about deer camp over in Fairchild in Eau Claire County. Jana, our daughter Liza, our son Charlie and Sam. We live on the block I grew up on, with about 10 other Ryan families within about 8 blocks of our home. My veins run with cheese, bratwurst, and a little spotted cow, Liney's, and some Miller. I was raised on the Packers, Badgers, Bucks, and Brewers. I like to hunt here. I like to fish here. I like to snowmobile here. I even think ice fishing is interesting. I'm a Wisconsinite through and through, and I just got to tell you how this means to be home. I also just want to say a great thanks to my friend, Scott Walker. And my friend Reince Priebus. And Ron Johnson. We're just guys from Tosa, Kenosha, Oshkosh, and Janesville. And what we learned in this state just a little while ago is that we want to elect men and women who run for office and tell us who they really are, what they really believe, what they're really going to do, and then when they get elected, they do that. That's what we do here in Wisconsin. We've seen a few elections in Wisconsin lately. We're ready. We're tested. We put these ideas out there. We implemented it. Our leaders fixed the problems in Madison. And we as voters said, keep doing it. On June the 5th, courage was on the ballot in Wisconsin, and courage won. We Wisconsinites, we saved Wisconsin that day. And on November the 6th, we Wisconsinites will help save America that day. Man, look at that. Friends, I see so many familiar faces in this audience. It's just amazing. We're all family, brother. We are all family, brother. And that wasn't my brother who said that, actually. We have a very critical decision to make in this country. We are at that proverbial fork in the road in America. The president came into office with so much hope, offering so much change. He got the power he wanted. He got his party in control. He passed almost every item on his agenda. It's law now. And now we're seeing the results. A country with a health care system that's about to be taken over. A country with 4 years of trillion-dollar deficits. A country in economic stagnation. The worst economic recovery in 70 years. The largest deficits in the biggest government since World War II. Nearly 1 in 6 Americans are in poverty today. It's the highest rate in a generation. You know what? We're not going to take that. We're going to turn this thing around. The good news is this. We can do this. We can turn this around. We can get this economy turned around. We can get people back to work. And most importantly, I look at my kids. Sam, I'm over here. I look at my kids. It's been a long day for them. I look at my kids, and I want them to have the kind of future that I had. That's what my dad always told me. In this country, every generation fixes their problems, makes things better, and leaves their kids better off. It is our duty to save the American dream for our children. So we have a big choice to make. And if we look at the path that we are on, if we look at all the things that the president's been doing, more government, more regulations, the promise of a lot more taxes on successful small businesses. We see a president who took what we pioneered here in Wisconsin, Tommy Thompson, welfare reform, getting people off of welfare, back to work, into lives of dignity, personal responsibility, on to a life of hitting their potential. If this president is going to do these kinds of things in a very difficult, tough election year, imagine what he would do if he never has to face the voters ever again. You know what? We're not going to find out. So here is our choice. We can either stick with the politics of the past, with dividing, with distorting, with distracting. We can put ourselves on the path toward a welfare state with a debt crisis, where we now see the government's role as not promoting equal opportunity and protecting our natural rights, but giving us new government-granted rights, putting the government in charge, running our society, driving our economy, picking winners and losers, equalizing the outcomes. This country is so special. This state is so special. It's so special because it's the only country founded on an idea. It's very special. And that idea, in a nutshell, it's in the Declaration of Independence. Our rights come from nature and God, not from government. So here's our choice. Do we want that opportunity society with a safety net, the land of upward mobility, where people can make the most of their lives, where they can get ahead? Or do we want to go down the path of debt, doubt, and despair? Do we want to copy Europe? No. It's going to take leadership. It's going to take courage. It's going to take another election, just like we had in 2010, to get this right. And when we do, we will look back at this moment in 2013 as the day our generation fixed it so the American idea was turned back on and our children had a brighter future. As you now know, I've spent some time with this man lately. We need a man of integrity. We need a leader of principle. We need somebody who has a bedrock of principles, a moral compass, a vision for the country, and the experience, the expertise to put that vision into place. Those are the things that describe this man, Mitt Romney. When you see how this man, how warm he is to his family, to his associates, when you see the successes he's achieved, raising a beautiful family, working hard, creating small businesses, turning around struggling businesses, creating jobs, this is a person who has a life experience.
Now we go live now to Manassas, Virginia, where former Virginia Governor George Allen is on the campaign trail.
Build that. This is a man who, when the Olympics was struggling, when it was failing, the country called him to serve and revive it, and he made us all proud by running the Olympics and saving it. This is a man who, as governor, worked across the aisle, got things done, balanced the budget without raising taxes, increased employment, increased the credit rating, and increased household incomes by providing leadership. This is a special moment for us, our family, for all of us, because we are all family. This is it. This is the election. We owe you, our fellow citizens, the choice. So you get to decide, what kind of country do you want to have? What kind of people do we want to be? We want to have the kind of an election where we earn your support, where we win an election because you said, go fix the mess in Washington. So when we win this election, we go fix this mess in Washington. This is an exceptional nation. This is the greatest idea. There is no other system that has done more to help the poor, to help spread opportunity, to help people rise up and make something of their lives than the American system of freedom and free enterprise. We have a leader here who understands that, who more importantly knows how to deliver that. That is our contract with you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do this. We're going to turn these things around. Guess what? This man, his name is Mitt Romney, and he is going to be the next president of the United States of America.